Hey guys, welcome back to another Fade Guide video. Today we're going to be doing Icebox. I'm going to be showing you all my favorite Fade eyes and also basically how I play the map on Fade and like sucks and all that stuff. So let's just get right into the video. I'm going to be starting on A side on the defense for Icebox. This is where I mostly play for the most part. So usually at the start of the round, I have my eye and I go across the rope like this. And as soon as I get above like where the orb is here, or sometimes like on top of Jen here, I just do this. Just throw my eye. It doesn't have to land right on top here. I kind of just depends where I want to mix it up, either on top here or if I land it back here. Most of the time I do it back there though. Next, what I like to do is instead of going up there and doing that, I do it from like lower.
I'll find you.
So then I can walk my way up with like a vandal, and then try and get like a fast kill at the side of the round like this, and then run away. Then another thing I like to do as well, on top of that, is I do either the same here if I throw the eye, or I don't, just depends what I want to do. Then I try again on top of pipes here, and break like the Sova Dart, if it's there. And then I try and hop on top of here and get like a kill like this. Then I hop back down. So that's usually I play at the start of the round. Then once on my backside, if the enemies are pushed up, either I throw like an eye up here, or an eye like up here or something. That's good for the enemies walk in. Or if I'm playing this side,
I'll find you.
Throwing an eye up here is also good. Scan any enemies up maze here. And then if I'm all the way on rafters, I also do the same eye like this.
Where are you?
Well, either Jen or same eye here. Kind of depends where I want to throw it, but I always try and get it up here because it's a pretty good eye because it scans everything. So even also a bit of under rafters. But sometimes I also just like to throw random eyes like this.
Where are you?
Or just throwing it right on top of Jen like that. Just anywhere around this area is a pretty good eye to throw usually. Even if it isn't like gonna get the best scans, it can definitely help you a lot when you're running out. And then usually also if I don't have any eyes, I like to ping on the map like here. I can throw like a suck. If the enemies are planning here, this is usually a good suck to throw. Or if I'm also here, I'll like bounce it off the wall or something. They'll suck any enemies planning. You can also just toss it like that. So that's usually how I play the defense on A side. Let's go to mid now. I play here sometimes, just depends. I don't like it much because it's kind of boring, but at the start of the round I usually throw like 1 or 2 or 3 eyes here, kind of just depends what I like throwing. But when the round starts, I just kind of aim up here, and I just run, jump, and throw like this.
I'll find you.
Just gonna land right up here. It's gonna scan any enemies in mid. And then if I go from the same place again, if I want to scan a little bit of mid, but mostly B, I do the same thing, but just aiming at the B side. And enemies that are droning or running up here and stuff will get scanned. And then sometimes if I just don't want to do either of those eyes, I just throw like the eye just right over the side. I can run up fast with. That's usually how I play mid. There isn't too much I do about 2. At most I just either I dog down through like the Viper orb here. I kind of like hold this or jiggle it, depends what I want to do. Another good eye if the enemies are going through, let's say they're doing like a mid to B split, you can throw an eye like up here.
Where are you?
It's a really good eye when the enemies are coming in because it's going to scan them as they're going into the orb. And they'll get scanned while they're going in, so there's a free kill. And then I'd say for B, I don't really like to play B that much, but if I ever do, same kind of eye. Throwing an eye up here is pretty good. It's a pretty good one. You also just throw it right on top of there, doesn't really matter. Something like that. You can also throw like a suck there if it doesn't stop any like from pushing, or you can throw like a suck here. You can swing left here, trying to get like a little kill right here to this ankle. If the enemies are pushed up though, let's say you're playing like yellow, good eye is like up here sometimes. They'll scan any enemies like running to yellow. You'll get the information. Or you throw a suck like this. They'll suck any enemies that are in the open, so they're forced to stay in the open. And if you're not yellow anymore, you've given up sight. You can actually play for like an Odin spam here. Through this wall. To kill any enemies planting, so even they cannot plant safely here. They either have to go here, or they have to like get pushed up in the site more. And if you're like retaking the site, a good couple eyes is usually go like here. I ping on the map because it's kind of hard to tell from here. Then I aim a little bit left of the ping, so like about in the middle of this.
Where are you?
Either I'll land here, but I'm mostly trying to land up there. It's kind of awkward from the angle, but something like that. Usually something like that is a good eye because it'll scan anyone yellow, peek out in the open. Sometimes if they're here opping as well, that's a good eye. If you don't want to do that, you can also just do this. I think you can just start straight over the top here like this. It'll scan anyone on top of here. It won't scan anyone here, but we'll scan them if they're like hiding all the way back here. So that's a good eye. If either of these lines are smoked off here, this is all smoked off, whatever, you can throw an eye like on top of here, on top of that like little crane. Or my the one I like to use is this one right here. Throwing an eye like up here is pretty good. Sometimes I also like to throw an eye up here. If I'm playing like Snowman. We'll scan animal planning or peeking out wide. So let's move on to the attack side on A. Kind of simple fade eye. You just start straight up like this. So this scan with the start of the round that's going up rope or close pipes. Really simple. You want to change it up.
Where are you?
Just start deep instead like this. So the scan a little bit more deeper. Simple scan rope. Sometimes it'll actually be better for scans because people won't expect it this close. The enemies have been pushing up a lot. I'll try and throw like an eye here. Just either there on top of this box to stop the pushes so I can get up into a better position. And it should also scan if it's placed correctly. It'll scan like anyone there sometimes. Once you already have this like upward area of space, I try to get into pipes, and then if I have an eye, I'll throw it either here, on the rafters. We'll scan anything rafter, backside. Won't scan anything under rafter, but it gets the job done for the most part, and you can use your dogs and suck and stuff to actually take the site from there, or your ult if you have it. Throwing an eye on top of Jen is also good. Throwing an eye inside that little window area is also good. If you can, try and throw it on top of screens because it will also scan the spawn area if anyone are coming out here or peeking, trying to walk out from like rafters area. Sometimes you can use this eye on defense and attack if you just start up here like this. It's gonna scan pretty high up, and anyone who's in like a nest, a little bit of rafters, Gen, peek on this headshot box. That's overall just a good eye for defense and attack right there. I also forgot to mention that if you're also taking the site, you have to need a scan for any of these walls here. All spammable with heavy penetration weapons. All spammable, so you can use your Odins or Ares or whatever you want to use to spam through this wall if you get any scans. And so is this TV screen. Let's go for like more the mid area. For mid, either I throw an eye up here, top of this like blue like tarp. It's gonna scan anyone at the start of the round, trying to like take an early mid fight. Go here or whatever. Then if I don't want to throw that eye, I'll just throw it straight over the top like that. Or in tube. Most of the time I'll dog tube though, because it's just kind of a waste of an eye, but if I don't feel like wasting a dog, then I'll just eye it, because some people like to walk down tube at the start of the round. And you can also do an eye like this to scan mid, like early mid at the start if anyone's trying to push up. Once you like take mid, if this is open, once this is open, you know there's like no one here who's gonna peek. You can do an eye like this to scan their spawn and stuff. Anyone that's like trying to like rotate to B. And if you're trying to like go to like a mid to A split, not really that common, but like throwing an eye up here is also good. For any enemies that are like holding here with an op, or holding here with an op, or just like kind of in the open and spawn. It's kind of a weird off angle here. And usually for the final area B, I don't like to use my eye too much for taking B main. I like to use the dogs more, but if I do want to use my eye, I'll kind of go here. And either I'll throw it down here, which is what I mostly do because it's just easier. But I always try and land it on this like green box. Either on this green box or down here, kind of depends what you want to do. But you're gonna have to dog one side either way, so it doesn't matter if it lands on the ground or up here, because you're gonna have to dog this left side either way. People hiding behind these boxes. And then let's see if you didn't use your eye. I always like to save my eye for the yellow. I'll just throw it like right here, kind of in the open, so it'll scan anything here and here. And if it gets broken, then I know 90% of the time someone's there. And then once I actually have taken like the yellow space and everything be main, I usually like to throw an eye here. Same spot from earlier. It's a pretty good eye for taking sight. You scan anything back sight, a little bit of top sight if they're mispositioned. And we'll also scan a lot of snowmen, if there's any outputs and stuff there. And then once we've gotten the bomb down, a couple eyes I like to do once they've gotten it down. This is more for like info, to like figure out where all the enemies are. They'll throw an eye like really deep. Try to throw an eye really deep, so it's all the way back here. So the enemies that are like up here won't actually hear the eye until it's already landed most of the time. Or they're just gonna be like, he just threw a bad eye. He just threw a bad eye, so they didn't even need to look, but it's gonna actually scan them while they're running up. And then a lot of enemies like to smoke this off here. Either like to smoke this off, or they like to throw a smoke on top of here, or just on the bomb or whatever. They're gonna be throwing a smoke there most of the time. So a good eye to throw to counter this is just right up here. It's really simple, nothing too crazy. Either here or here. I like to do this because it's just simpler, faster, and easier. Gives the enemies less time to react. Just like that. You can throw it deeper if you want. There's actually a little area you can throw that lands on right up here, which is actually kind of good because people don't expect that. You can also throw an eye up here to like kind of bait the enemies into breaking it, and you can swing with it.
I'll find you.
This is more good for like 1v2s. So like you'll throw it, you'll swing as it's about to land, try and get both the kills like that. I don't think there's anything else that I really use on Icebox. This is more of like a Sova map, but I still play Fade just because the character's a lot of fun, and it's definitely more fun than Sova, just for like more fast-paced, like run it down plays. But if there's any eyes that I didn't show in this video, or any eyes that you do, please leave it in the comments. Leave a like on the video, it would mean the world to me. I hope you all have a nice day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.